Navigating criticism in relationships, a guide to healthy communication. Criticism is an inevitable part of any relationship, whether romantic, familial, or platonic. When handled constructively, it can lead to growth and a deeper understanding between partners. However, if approached poorly, criticism can damage trust and create resentment. Here are several strategies to effectively handle criticism in relationships, fostering a healthier and more communicative environment. 1. Listen actively. The first step in handling criticism is to listen actively. This means giving your full attention to the person offering feedback. Rather than preparing your response while the other person speaks, focus on their words and emotions. This shows respect and willingness to understand their perspective. Paraphrasing what the other person said can also clarify any misunderstandings and signal that you are genuinely engaged in the conversation. 2. Manage your emotions. Receiving criticism can trigger emotional responses such as defensiveness, anger, or sadness. It's essential to recognize these feelings and take a moment to breathe before reacting. Practicing emotional regulation techniques, such as deep breathing or counting to 10, can help you maintain composure. By managing your emotions, you create space for a constructive dialogue instead of a heated argument. 3. Differentiate between constructive and destructive criticism. Not all criticism is created equal. Constructive criticism aims to improve a situation or behavior and is typically delivered with care and concern. On the other hand, destructive criticism can feel like a personal attack and is often characterized by harsh language or blame. Recognizing the difference allows you to respond appropriately. Focus on constructive feedback and try to let go of the destructive kind, which often stems from the critic's own issues rather than your actions. 4. Ask for clarification. If the criticism is vague or unclear, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Questions like, "Can you provide an example of what you mean?" or "What do you think I could do differently?" can help you understand the issue more deeply. This not only demonstrates your willingness to improve, but also transforms the criticism into a dialogue rather than a monologue. 5. Reflect before responding. Taking time to reflect on the criticism before responding can be incredibly beneficial. This pause allows you to process your emotions and consider the feedback more objectively. You might find that some aspects of the criticism hold truth, while others do not. A thoughtful response, rather than an impulsive one, will likely lead to a more productive conversation and help the other person feel heard. 6. Communicate your feelings. Once you have processed the criticism, express your feelings about it. Use I statements to communicate how the criticism made you feel without sounding accusatory. For instance, saying, "I felt hurt when you said that," instead of "you always criticize me," can prevent the other person from becoming defensive. This approach fosters open dialogue and encourages the other person to consider your feelings as well. 7. Seek solutions together. After discussing the criticism, work together to find solutions. This collaborative approach can strengthen your relationship and demonstrate that you value each other's input. Setting mutual goals for improvement can turn a potentially negative situation into an opportunity for growth. Additionally, focusing on solutions rather than problems encourages a more positive atmosphere. 8. Practice empathy. Finally, practicing empathy can significantly enhance how you handle criticism. Try to understand the other person's perspective and why they felt the need to criticize. Consider their feelings and motivations. They may be expressing concern or frustration. Empathy allows you to respond with compassion rather than anger, facilitating a healthier exchange. Conclusion. Handling criticism in relationships is a skill that requires practice and patience. By actively listening, managing your emotions, and communicating effectively, you can turn criticism into a valuable opportunity for growth. Remember, criticism is not merely a personal attack, it can be a pathway to deeper understanding and connection. Embracing this perspective can transform how you navigate challenges, ultimately strengthening your relationships in the long run.